Hey everyone, Melissa Wick here. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me for class today. This is a full Hatha yoga practice. It is wrist-free, hands-free, which means no downward dogs, no planks, anything to do with hands and the wrists, not in this class. If you have any injuries or sensitivities, it's great for you. Even if you don't have any injuries or sensitivities and you want to give them a break, this is still a challenging practice. You will be strengthening lots of standing postures, and then we'll move to the ground for lots of grounding and opening postures. We set the intention to find our inner stillness and sanctuary. This is a place that we could retreat to and we always have access to, where we can fully be ourselves. So that's my intention for the practice, for you, for me. If you like these videos, then subscribe to the channel. You know when a new one is ready for you. Like them, share them with your friends. I really do appreciate that. So get into something comfortable and always listen to your body first and foremost. Let's get started. Let's begin today's practice seated. If you have two blocks, they might be helpful for the practice, but they are not necessary. Take them to the top of the mat, and for your seated posture, maybe prop your hips up on one. If you don't have a block, maybe prop your hips up on a bolster or a couch cushion or a couple pillows, just so you can find a little more ease in the hips and in the spine. So cross your legs as you feel is the most comfortable. Come onto the front edge of your prop so your knees can dip down a little lower. You can always slide a couple pillows under the backs of the thighs if your hips are feeling really tight today. We're going to take our shoulders up, back, and down, and relax the elbows. And we'll start to close the eyes or just soften the gaze. This allows us to move more into our inner worlds, moving away from the external world. So adjust as you need to find the sit bones connected to the earth or your prop. Tall spine, not too rigid and tense, but a relaxed awareness. Reaching tall through the crown of your head, we'll take 2 deep breaths together to arrive. So inhale in, let your belly and chest expand. Exhale it out through the mouth. All the air out. One more time like this. Fully inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Closing the lips. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm and cadence. Relax the energy behind your eyes. And bring all of your awareness here to your breath, just naturally breathing in and out through the nostrils if you can. So we're not forcefully breathing, we're just watching the natural inflow and outflow. And you're setting the intention to make the breath as smooth and as even as possible. Relaxing your jaw and soften any expressions you may be holding on your face. And starting to tap into this inner place of calm and ease. Allowing each and every breath to nourish you from the inside out, coming into our center. And know that within you there is an inner stillness and a sanctuary, a place where you could retreat to at any time. And this is a place where you can be yourself. And I invite you to move in your practice today from that place of centeredness, of stillness. where you could be fully you. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed. We're just going to invite in some neck circles. So you can release the chin down toward the chest. Maybe start by making a U shape, one ear to one shoulder. If it's safe for your head and neck to go all the way around, you can do so. Staying tethered to your breath. Reverse your direction. Going as slow as you'd like, exploring any areas that feel stiff. Finishing off your circle back to center, gently open your eyes. Take your hands onto your shoulders and we'll start to make circles forward with the elbows. And really explore the edges in your range of motion here, warming up the shoulders. And then reverse the direction. Maybe exaggerate the movement here. You don't need to go fast, but just really feel into the shoulder sockets. Good. Release and extend the arms out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, we'll come into eagle arm. So the right arm will come underneath the left. So left arm's on top. You can have backs of the hands touch, or if you want a full wrap, palm to palm. Inhale, you'll lift the elbows slightly in the sides of the waist, the upper torso. As you exhale, we'll round, curl in. You can make a C shape with your spine, chin in towards your chest. Inhale, let the sides of the waist and torso lift you. Exhale, round, curl in. Again, inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, round, curl in. Just stay here for a couple breaths, breathing into the back of the heart. Let the back of your neck be lengthened. Nice gentle stretch and opening. And inhale back to center. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, extend them out long to the sides. This time, other side. Exhale, left arm underneath, right arm on top. Backs of the hands could touch or full bind. Inhale, lift the sides of the body. And exhale, round, curl in. Inhale, smooth breath. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Stay here for a couple breaths. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, unravel the arms. You can give your shoulders a little roll. We're going to take our hands behind us, interlace the fingers, and start to roll the shoulders onto the back and extend the elbows straight, reaching the knuckles away from you, opening the chest. Your chin could stay in if that's safer for your neck. You can keep it level or you can bare the throat here. Blossoming the heart, open here. Find your breath. Good, and then release your hands, take the hands in front of you, interlace them, palms face toward you. Start to draw the knuckles away, tuck the chin in. You can make a C shape with your spine, tilting the pelvis, reaching the hands away from you. Lift your chest, push the palms away, flip them, and then inhale, reach the arms up, lift the sides of the waist. As you exhale, you're going to release your hands and lower with the exhale, lower the arms. Good. Now we're going to come onto our knees. So you take your block out of the way, and we'll come to sit on the shins. We're going to come into a shape called rabbit pose. So we'll lift our bum up, we'll tuck the toes underneath, and take our hands around our heels. And we'll start to draw the chin in and bring the crown of the head as much as you can toward the ground, as close as you can. Everyone will be different. And then this might be it. But try not to collapse and dump all your weight on your head and your neck. And then you'll start to lift your hips up. And you're finding this doming and a pressing into the upper back here. It's a nice stretch for the upper spine. Find your breath. Good. And then release. Keep the toes tucked under. Come into toes pose. Hands could just be on your thighs. If this is a lot already, you can come out when you feel like it's too much and then come back in when you're ready. Oftentimes we're wearing shoes all day long, so our feet don't really get to stretch and breathe and open up. We want to open up through the fascia, the interweb. It'll help with balance when we open up all the muscles in our feet. Relax your jaw. Good. And the more you do this, the easier it'll get, just like with anything. Release, point your toes down, and this time we'll do a stretch the other way for the tops of the feet. We'll take your hands behind you and then keep your ankles really strong so they're not sickling in and relaxing, collapsing in. So they're strong here. You're going to start to lift the knees any amount. Now you decide how far you go. You might not need to go far to feel a stretch. If you feel sharp pain, you've gone too far. You want to listen to your body, to what feels all right for you. You can always just do one leg at a time if it's too much to do both. Good, and then release. Take your hands forward again, just tuck your toes back under, and then come on to the balls of the feet. We can wrap or let the chest fold down toward the thighs, chin in, and you can feel your heels pressing toward the mat. Beautiful stretch for your ankles and your Achilles. Rounding in the spine. Okay, now we're going to lift our hips up and come to a forward fold. So heel toe your feet hip width distance apart. You can grab opposite elbows here, bend your knees. You can sway or be still, yogi's choice. Maybe you nod yes with your head. Just allowing the spine to release here. Good. Take a halfway lift. So inhale, fingertips to your shins or your quads. Let your sit bones extend and reach back, crown of the head forward. Open the chest, slight tuck in of the chin. So imagine as if you can balance a plate on your back. So if you're really rounding here, just take your hands onto your quads and find more lift until the hamstrings open up a little more. And then exhale, we'll fold over the hips. One more time, inhale, smooth breath, use the traction of your fingers to find an opening in the spine and the chest. And exhale, fold down. Bend your left knee, take your left hand to the ground, right leg extends, right arm's going to reach up and twist. Soften the shoulders. Maybe the gaze lifts. And release, right hand down, extend the left leg, right knee bends, left arm opens up, twist. So get the shoulders out of the ears if you find that they're creeping up there. Beautiful, release down, bend your knees. We're gonna slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. So let your head hang here, shoulders hang. When you get to the top, you're going to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. We'll come into some side stretches here, warm up a little more. We'll reach both arms up, Inhale. As we exhale, right arm's going to come down by the side, left arm's going to reach up and over toward the right. So ground down through the left leg, collarbones open, breathe into the whole left side body, into the left lung. Inhale, both arms reach up, and exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Ground down through that right leg and right foot, collarbones open, breathe into the right lung. Both arms reach up, maybe look up to your palms, bring the hands into center, and exhale, hands at heart center. Release your hands down. We're just going to walk to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance apart. Let's come into chair pose. Sit back in your imaginary chair. Inhale. And sit back here. Arms can reach up, thumbs back, pinkies forward. If it's too much on the shoulders, just take your hands in front of you, palms facing down. So we're engaging the glutes here. Firm the outer ankles and the thighs so the knees aren't collapsing in. So we want to firm them out. Draw the navel in, broaden the upper back and the chest. Find your breath and steady your gaze. Good. Inhale, extend, lift up. As you exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace them. Slight bend in your knees. Roll the shoulders onto the back, open the chest, extend the elbows. Inhale. As you exhale, lead with your chest coming into a fold. Your knees can stay really bent here if you'd like, or you can straighten them, your choice. Releasing the chin, breathing into your belly. Let your arms fall as far forward toward the front of the mat as it feels okay for you. Release with so much care. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shin or thighs. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet wide, so your heels are in, your toes are out, coming into Malasana, a squat here. So make sure the knees are tracking in line with the toes, hands into prayer. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Pressing your triceps into the inside of the thighs. Lift the inner arches so you're not collapsing inward on the feet. Now we're going to start to awaken and strengthen our legs and our glutes so we can feel stable when we move into our standing postures. So we're going to ground down through our heels here. We're going to start to push down and use the energy and power of our legs to stand up, straighten the legs all the way up. Engaging the glutes, and then we'll bend the knees so they track in line with the toes. Come down as far as it feels okay for us here. You don't need to go as far down as you did before. And then extend up. So really engage the glutes and lift. Bending the knees, so we're not using momentum here. We're really moving mindfully. And then lift back up, squeeze and lift. 3 more times. Lower down mindfully. Both legs are dominating equally, not one more than the other. Extend. 2 more. Softening the shoulders, relax the jaw, find your center. Lift up. Last one. Coming down here. Good. You can hold just for a cycle of breath. And then lift up, squeeze. Relax your arms, heel toe your feet back to hip width distance apart. Bring your hands into prayer. You're going to bend your left knee, flexing the left foot. Tone in the belly, zip up the low belly. Right leg straight. Then from here, we're going to bend the right knee, and we're going to, with so much care, step the left foot back into a lunge. So nice and controlled. Our legs are nice and awoken here. A nice big step back. Then gently place your left knee down. You're in a low lunge. Arms sweep up. Thumbs back, pinkies forward. Your right heel's drawing back, left knee forward. Tailbones lengthening down. Zip up the low belly. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the elbows. Your right hip pulls back as you blossom the heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, half split. So take your sit bones back, flex the toes. We'll do that 2 more times. We'll flow like this. Bend your knee, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, half split. Good, one more time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lifting up and out of the hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half split. Hold here. Maybe you want to use your blocks for your hands. Your sit bones are reaching back, sternum and heart forward. Soften the shoulders, breathe into your hamstring. Good. Let's rebend the right knee, blocks forward. You're going to tuck your left toes under, lengthen the back leg. Magnetize the inner thighs. So your right hip's pulling back is going to help with your balance. When you feel stable, inhale, high lunge. Now you can do this whole sequence with the left knee on the ground. You'll know when we get there. If you want to challenge yourself, make sure you're super steady and stable. On the exhale, our hands are going to swim through to airplane. Chest comes forward, the left knee dips down. And then inhale, back to high lunge. Focusing on the breath. Exhale, airplane. Dip the left knee down. Just gently kisses the ground. Inhale, sweep up. 3 more. Exhale, dip down. Reach to the fingers. Draw the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, lift up. Ground down through your right heel. Exhale, airplane. Triceps engage. Dip down. Inhale, lift up. Last one. Exhale, swim through. I feel my right glute on fire. Inhale, high lunge. Stay here for your exhale. I'm with you. Left hand comes forward, right hand back, twist. Palms open. Twisting from the rib cage. You can stay here, or right hand comes to your left thigh, left arm reaches up. So you're lifting up and twisting, not collapsing down in the low back. Sweep that right arm up, inhale back to high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Extend your right leg, give yourself a little moment, a little breather. And then rebend, warrior 2. Make sure that right glute is tucking under in to the midline, so your right knee is in line with second and third toe. Flip your right palm, reverse your warrior, right knee stays bent. Breathe into the right side body. Back to warrior 2, extend your right leg, turn your toes to face the left edge of your mat, heels behind your toes, hands on the waist. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, your hips go back. Lead with the heart all the way down, fold. Hands either on the ground or on blocks. You can take your hands through the center if you'd like, or you can stick with the theme of interlacing the hands behind you. And breathing into your belly here. So keep engagement in the legs, breathing into your groin, the base of your spine. Good. If your hands are interlaced, bring them back down. If your hands are through the legs, bring them back to center. Left hand comes right in the middle. Right arm's going to twist up. So your hips stay level. You're just twisting from the rib cage. So you're not letting your hips tilt. If you want a little more, left hand comes to your right calf or ankle. And you dip that left shoulder down, peeking under the right shoulder. Beautiful, release. Come to center, either right hand in the middle, left arm opens up, twist from the rib cage so the hips try to stay level. If you want a little more, right hand to left calf or ankle, dip your right shoulder, peek under the left. Finding your breath here. Beautiful, release. Come onto your fingertips, inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Strong legs, you're gonna inhale up with a flat back. You let your legs support you as you come all the way up. Turn your heels in, your toes out. Bend your knees in line with the toes, engage your bum, so outer thighs are working. Hands onto the thighs. A simple twist here, you're gonna dip your left shoulder down, peek over to your right. You can sway from side to side if you like, or just be still. Just getting a nice opening in the shoulder. This is one I do every morning. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, right shoulder dips down. Good, back to center. We're gonna inhale, lengthen the arms and the legs all the way up, nice and tall. We're gonna exhale, bend the knees, goddess squat, cactus the elbows. Stay here. Stabilize the shoulders, so chest is open, palms forward. It's almost as if your elbows are coming slightly forward and backs of the hands back. And then again, glutes engaged, outer thighs working, knees track in line with the toes, zip up your low belly. Find your breath here, nice and calm, find that center. If you want more, you can always lift your heels. Make sure the ankles stay strong though. Maybe sink your hips a little lower. And inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms. Exhale, lower the arms back to shoulder length. Turn your left toes in, right toes forward, back to warrior two, bend your right knee. Good. We're gonna cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot, all 10 toes face forward. Bring your fingertips slightly in front of you, gaze in front of you, weight into the right leg, inhale, left leg sweeps up, both legs extend. Exhale, lower the left leg beside the right, fold here. Inhale, halfway lift, smooth breath, open the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're gonna rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a cycle of breath here. Good. Weight comes into your left leg. Bend your right foot to your right knee. Tone in the belly so you're not leaning way back. Zip up the low belly. Once you find your balance, steady your gaze. Bend your left knee. You're going to take a nice big step back into a lunge with your right leg. Nice and controlled. And then so slowly with care, your right knee comes down. You can keep the toes tucked or you can point them. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Thumbs back, pinkies forward. Tailbone lengthens down, low belly zips in, left hip draws back, right hip forward. The left hip likes to hike up here. Can you draw it down? Inhale, extend and lengthen. As you exhale, bend the elbows. Left hip pulls back. As you blossom, show your heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, half split. Hips go back, toes toward the face. Twice more like this. Inhale, ride the wave of your breath. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, extend. Exhale, half split. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, extend. Exhale, half split. Stay here. Maybe hands on blocks. Sit bones reach back. Find a dragging action with your heel toes toward the face. Soften the shoulders. Good. Now let's rebend the left knee. Take the blocks aside or forward. Tuck your right toes under, lengthen the back leg. Magnetize the inner thighs, left hips pulling back. When you feel stable, inhale, high lunge. Stay here for your exhale. Now, option to keep your right knee down the whole time for this sequence. Really ground down through your left heel. Inhale in. As you exhale, chest comes through, airplane arms reach to the fingers, right knee dips down. Open chest, engage your triceps. Inhale, extend, high lunge. Exhale, torso through, shoulders open, chest open, right knee dips. Shoot energy through your fingers. Inhale, high lunge. Super mindful and controlled. Exhale, dip. Two more. Inhale, high lunge, use your breath. Exhale, dip. We have one more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dip. Let the right knee kiss the ground. Inhale, high lunge. Stay here for your exhale. Right hand comes forward. Left hand back, twist, palms open. Tailbone still lengthening down. Twist from your rib cage. If you want more, left hand to your right thigh, right arm up. Twisting up and out. Good. Dip the left hand down, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Bending the left knee. Give your left leg a break, extend. Make sure the outer edge of your right foot is rooted and firm. When you rebend to warrior two, left knee tracks in line with second and third toe, so left glute tucks under. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Good, warrior two. We're gonna cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. All 10 toes face forward. Look slightly ahead of you, fingertips in front of you. Weight into your left foot. Inhale, both legs extend, hips stay closed, foot flexed. And exhale, lower the right foot beside the left and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. It's a half sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take your hands by your sides, bending at the elbows, palms up, close your eyes. Feel the power of your legs supporting you. Find that inner stillness once again. With the palms up, we are open and receptive. Just receive the energy and the wisdom that's flowing through you. Beautiful. Opening your eyes. Release your hands down. We'll come into the heart of the sequence here. We're going to step the left foot back into triangle. So have your heel, right heel in line with the left inner arch. Outer edge of your left foot nice and firm. Back leg strong. Now here to keep your right knee safe, either you keep a micro bend in your right knee and it's in line with the second and third toe so it's not collapsing in. Or you engage and you lift, so this is not engaged, this is engaged. Lift your right heel, feel my calf working, and then I lower it down. I keep this lifted the entire time so I'm not jamming on my knee. Or if that's too much, just a micro bend, knee in line with second and third toe. Just so we have our practice for a long time. Extend the arms, open here, and then you can dip your hips back a little bit, either engage and lift or a micro bend. Start to extend that right rib forward as much as it feels okay. And then your right hand comes to your shin or your quad, doesn't matter how far down you go, and the left arm's gonna open up here. Your right hip is tucking under and into the center, glutes engaged here, but find a softness as you engage. Just finding our triangle shape. Trust to lean your chest back in space, so collarbones open. Good, now we're gonna inhale back to stand here, lower the arms down. We're gonna come into a triangle flow. This is from the tradition of Para Yoga. So the left palm's gonna be open by the side, right arm's gonna reach up. Find your legs again, either lift or a micro bend. Inhale here to prepare. As we exhale, hips go back to the side, to the back of the mat. Right arm's gonna come down toward the ground, or the shin. Inhale, left arm's gonna arch up and all the way over, fingertips in front of you. And then stay here, but let the left arm go back. All the way back, just to the back left corner. Good, and then you're gonna inhale, right arm's gonna come up about halfway, pause. Continue the inhale all the way back up. You'll get it, we'll do it a couple more times. Exhale, right arm down towards the shin. Inhale, left arm up and over. Beautiful stretch in the side body. Exhale, left arm towards the back left corner. Spiral the heart up. Inhale, right arm about halfway. Continue the inhale all the way back up to stand. One more time. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm all the way up and over. Nice and smooth. Exhale, left arm back. Inhale, right arm about halfway. Continue the inhale all the way back up. Good, and then this time we'll come all the way down to triangle pose, but this time the left arm up and over, bicep by the ear, just for a couple cycles of breath. Right hip drawing in, chest open. If it's too much with the arm forward, take it back to center. Good. Let's take the hand either to the sky or to the waist, preparing for half moon. Gaze comes down, bend your right knee, take your right fingertips forward in front of you, either on the ground or the block. Try to use your strength rather than momentum. Weight into the right foot, left leg extends up, foot flex. So the same shape as triangle, but this time the leg is in the air. Right glute is tucking under and in. Find a lift in your right leg. Long spine, maybe left hand to the sky. Chest open here. Engage the glutes. Maybe your gaze lifts. Find length in the right side body. With care, you're going to lower your left hand down, bend your right knee, gently close the hips, both knees bent. When you feel stable, you're going to lift your hands in your chest, hands into prayer, come all the way up to stand without the left foot touching the ground. Figure 4. So bending the right knee, cross your left ankle, let it clear the right thigh, left foot is flexed. Sit back in your chair here, hug your right shin bone back, and then flexing your left foot to protect your knee, hands in prayer, or you can bring your forearms to your shins. If you want to add a twist, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, twist over to the right so your left tricep hooks to the outside of the left foot. Wherever you are, just honor that. Wherever you are, we'll start to come out of the shape with care, control, release. Shake that right foot out. I'm with you. I feel it. You're doing great. Take a moment here in Tadasana, palms face forward, arms extended. Closing your eyes, give yourself a few breaths here. Good, we're going to take it to the other side. So the right leg's going to step back into triangle. Left inner arch, or left heel to the right inner arch, right in the center. Both legs extended, arms extend. Either micro bend in the left knee or lift the heel, engage your calf, lift the quads so it's off of the knee, and then lower it down. Keep that or the micro bend. Hips dip back, extend the left ribs forward, left hand to the shin, right arm to the sky. Chest open, soften the shoulders, really reach to the fingers. Left glute drawing in, hips engaged. But we're not gripping for dear life, we're engaged, but we're still soft and finding ease. Good, use the power of your legs to lift you back up to stand. Lower the arms down. Let's prepare for that triangle flow. So right arm by the side, palms open. Left arm reaches up, palm in. Find your legs. Dip your right hip back a little bit. Take an inhale. On your exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, fingertips forward. Exhale, right arm back towards the back right corner. Spiral your heart open. Inhale, left arm comes up about halfway. Continue the inhale all the way back up to stand. 2 more times. Exhale, left hand down. Lift that left quad or micro bend the knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Beautiful side stretch. Exhale, right arm back. Legs are strong. Inhale, left arm about halfway, and then continue the inhale all the way back up. Last time through. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, left arm up about halfway. You can feel your core. Inhale the rest all the way back up. This time we'll find triangle pose one more time. Maybe this time right arm all the way up and over, softening the shoulders, chest open. If it's a little much here and you've lost the integrity of your breath, just keep your right hand to the sky. Good, let's prepare for half moon. Either right hand to the sky or to the waist, gaze down, bending your left knee, fingertips forward on a block or the ground. Use your power and strength, nice and controlled when you feel stable. Extending both legs, left hip tucks under and in, engage the glutes, stabilize your pelvis. Right arm to the sky if you'd like, right foot flexed. Lift from that left hamstring out of the ground. When you're ready, you're going to close your right hand down, bend both knees with care, close your hips. At your own pace, we're going to come to stand, hands into prayer. You're going to feel your left power of the hamstring. Right leg doesn't touch the ground if you can help it. And then cross your right ankle, let it clear your left thigh, sit back in your chair. Right foot is flexed to protect the knee. Sit back. Maybe you bring your forearms to the shin. Maybe you invite in a twist to the left. So twisting from the core, right tricep to the outside of the right foot. Use the traction of your hands. Chest stays open. Wherever you are, with care and control, we're going to come back to stand. Release the foot. Give your left leg a shake. We did it. Standing postures are complete. Just give yourself a moment here. Palms flipped up. Close your eyes. Open chest, strong legs. Let yourself feel here and receive. Good. Opening the eyes, lower your hands. You're just going to walk towards the back of the mat here. Bring the legs completely together. Take your arms out in front of you, palms facing down. Plug the shoulders into the back. Strong ankles, lift your heels. We're going to bend the knees and start to imagine as if we're sliding down the back of a wall. Really strong ankles. At any point, you got to take your hands to the ground, take them down. Engaging the glutes, nice and strong, all the way down. Good. Hands come down. We're just going to crawl forward onto the knees and then all the way onto the belly. Knees can shimmy back. Take your hips down. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So elbows under the shoulders, palms down. Try not to just dump and hang out in your shoulders. Press the forearms and the hands down and lift your chest. Tops of the feet are down. Hug your elbows in toward you, toward the body as the sternum and heart opens here. This is too much and you feel pressure in your low back, curl your pubic bone and hip bones toward your chin and gently engage the glutes. You'll feel some release in the low back. We're going to do some deep core work here. So on the inhale, the chest is open. On the exhale, we'll start to draw the chin in, draw the belly in, and then you're going to tuck the tailbone under. You're going to feel a doming in the upper back. You're going to lift. And then on the inhale, your hips come back down, the chest opens. So I'll give you an option to add on here if you want to make it a little more challenging. Exhale, chin down. Tuck, lift, tuck the tailbone under, lift the belly. If you want more, knees lift, shins lift. So you're drawing the pubic bone toward the chin. Release the hips down with control. Inhale, back to Sphinx. We'll do this twice more. Exhale, chin down, lift, tuck. So this is deep core work. Inhale, lower the hips, open the chest. One more time. Chin down, tuck, lift. Release the hips down, open the chest. Sphinx. Let your elbows open, lower your chest all the way down, forehead down. Take the arms down by the sides. Come into locust pose. Interlace the hands, extend the elbows, roll the shoulders onto the back, knuckles toward the heels. You're going to lift your forehead and chest off of the mat. Make sure that you can still breathe easily. Lift your arms off the body if you'd like. If you want more, tops of the feet lift, so you're pointing your toes so much. Shins, knees, maybe quads lift. Keep your head in line with the spine, so your whole back body is lit up here. Finding your breath. Fully inhale and exhale. When you feel like you're good, you're going to lower and release any ear down to the mat. Just give yourself a moment here on your belly. As you inhale, let your belly inflate into the ground, creating space in your low back. As you exhale, soften. Bring your forehead to the ground. Bring your hands by your upper chest. And any way that's the easiest, the less amount of pressure on your wrist, just lift yourself up on back to your knees. Come towards the top of your mat again here. You're going to come to stand on the knees and the shins. If you have a block, you can take a block in between the upper thighs. We're going to come into camel pose, Ustrasana. So the block here is just a nice way to keep the legs engaged. So you're going to lengthen the tailbone down. I gently engage my glutes. I'll bring the hands above the glutes, fingers facing down. I'm going to find this downward pressing energy with my hands. My hips will stay over the knees as much as I can. And as I press down with my hands, I lift up and out of my waist, roll the shoulders onto the back. Hips are coming forward. And maybe here, I bare my throat if it's safe for my neck, or I can keep it tucked in. When you feel like you've had enough, imagine there's a string tied to your heart and someone's lifting and pulling you up. Bring your bum to your heels. Rest the backs of your hands on your thighs, palms up, close your eyes. If you feel like you've had enough and you want to stay in this position here with the eyes closed, palms up, you're welcome to stay. If you'd like to take a second attempt at camel to enjoy that shape, you're welcome to. Maybe this time go a little deeper. You can do the exact same thing you did the first round, or maybe tuck the toes under. And make sure you stay safe in your low back. If you feel pain, you've gone too far. You want to listen to your body. Maybe here your hands come to your heels. Breathing into your chest and your throat. Blossoming your heart open. Trust yourself. When you feel ready, let yourself lift up. Bring your bum to your heels, backs of the hands on the thighs, palms up, close your eyes, and just let yourself feel, really receive that asana, that shape. Find your inner stillness. Good. Gently open your eyes, let the light come back in. Let's move into a hip opener. So we'll take ourselves forward. Your hands come down just for a moment for support. You're going to bring your right leg completely over the left for Gomukhasana, cow facing pose. So right leg in front of the left, walk your feet apart. Now maybe here use a block or a bolster or a pillow or couch cushion, and you can sit your bum back between the feet here on a prop. You don't need one. And it's all right if your knees fall away from each other. It doesn't matter if they're stacked. Everyone's different, and hips tightness changes day to day. So wherever you are, block or without a block, you can have your hands onto your feet. Sometimes it's really grounding. You can massage your feet with your thumb. Maybe hands on the ground, tall spine. Maybe you want to come into a bind with your arms. So you can bend your right elbow, cup your left hand to your right elbow, and take a full bind with the left hand through, clasping the hands here. As long as you keep the integrity in the spine and you're not totally rounding. This is optional. Or you find a fold. We have about 10 breaths here. Tune into your breath. Okay, now we're going to slowly roll up or undo the arms, whatever variation you're in. We'll swing the right leg back, come back to the knees, and we'll just take it to the other side. So this time the left leg comes in front of the right, walk the feet apart. Maybe you sit back on a block or a pillow, make some space for your glutes. Adjust. If you want to take the arm variation, this time your left elbow bends, cupping your left elbow. You can stay in the tricep stretch, or you can take your right arm behind you and clasp the fingers. Make sure you keep integrity in the spine if you're going this route. You can always use a strap too if you can't quite reach your fingers to each other. Hands could hold the feet, hands on the ground, or you can take your hands forward and find it a more passive shape, releasing the chin, let yourself round. We have about 10 breaths here. Finding the courage here to really release and let go into those spaces where it feels uncomfortable. So rather than trying to dodge it or go around it, can you go right through it, bringing more light and ease into any tension. Good, let's slowly roll up. And let's unravel the legs, coming into a wide-legged fold, seated. Extending the legs out. You can always prop your hips up still on a block. If you find that you're really rounding here, I invite you to bring a blanket or a block to elevate your hips. You can always take your hands and move the flesh here, find the connection. Your hands could stay behind you for support as you start to tilt the pelvis. So the aim is to almost imprint the groin towards the ground. That's the action you want, rather than rolling back and letting your pelvis tilt and round. So feet flex, knees up toward the sky, either hands behind you, opening the chest, maybe hands in front of you, or maybe you walk them more. Find the length first in the spine and open and lengthen from the hips, and then find the fold. Tuning into your breath. Good. Let's make our way back upright if you're in a fold. And we're going to slowly close the legs. Assist with your hands if you need to. Let's come into boat pose. So we'll zip the legs completely together, hands behind the backs of the knees, leaning slightly back. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So imagine a string tied to your heart once again, so your spine stays lifted. Lift the heels. Maybe the toes lift, maybe the shins come parallel. So really lift the roots, so Mula Bandha, engage, find your breath, chest open, maybe hands lift off, palms up. You can stay here or you can come with me to low boat and back to boat. So extend and hover the chest, back to boat, finding your breath. Good. Exhale, hover, inhale, boat. Back and forth, chest stays open. Do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to boat. Place your feet down. If you have a block, bring it into your hands, and we're going to slowly roll down. Feet stay down, 1 vertebra at a time. So let your low back touch the mat first, all the way down. Really slaying down here. And we'll come into an inversion. If you have the block, you can place the block underneath your tailbone, your sacrum, just above the glutes, so it's right on that bony part. And extend the legs up toward the sky. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can still extend the legs up. You can always bring your legs up against a wall or even drape over a chair or a couch. Hands could come onto the belly or by the side. Find an effortless effort here with the legs. Tuning into your breath. Let's bend the knees, plant the feet down. You can stay here in a restorative bridge if you have a block under you. You can always put it on a higher setting and stay here. If you don't have a block, or if you don't want the block, lift your hips up, feet are hip width distance. You can place your hands on the ground, or if you want, you can interlace them, walk the shoulders in, pressing the forearms onto the ground. Gentle engagement of the glutes. Whatever variation you're in is perfect for where you are. Find ease in your breath. Good. If your hands are interlaced, release them in your shoulders. You're going to slowly roll down, upper back, mid back, low back. If you're on a block, remove the block. Release your glutes. Take your feet wide, arms out into a T, and just let your legs windshield wiper from side to side. Release your spine and your hips. Now you'll take your variation of a twist. So we'll take it to the left. So either with your legs wide as you are and knees fall to the left. You can always take your left leg on the outside of your right thigh and guide that right leg down. If you feel pulling on your knee, just ease off. You can always then instead take one leg on top of the other for a simple twist. Whatever variation of a twist is calling for you. Your gaze could be center or over to the opposite way of your legs. Arms could be out into a T, or maybe you want to grab opposite elbows overhead. Beautiful. Release your twist. Take the same variation on the other side. Beautiful. Release. Back to center. Lift and lower your hips so they're even. One last shape before Savasana, happy baby. Arms on the inside. Either grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles, or peace fingers and thumb wrap around your big toe. Ankles in line with the knees. Relax the shoulders. You can be still, or you can really rock and sway as if you're almost going to tip over from side to side. Make this your own. Good, and then release. Bend your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, lift your forehead, chest in toward the knees, give yourself a hug, acknowledge your efforts. And when you're ready, release and extend into Savasana, taking up as much space as you'd like. You can cushion the backs of your knees for support for your low back. Get a blanket if you need, put socks on, get comfortable, because there is nothing left for you to do. Just let your whole body rest on the ground. And the more you can relax, the more you are supported, and the more you are held. This time is here for you to receive your practice. Allow the energy within you to organize itself into balance in this ultimate state of receivership. noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your being. And know that you always, always have access to this. You can slowly begin to deepen your breath. And start to bring some movement back by moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists. Maybe bringing your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. Stirring the body into wakefulness. Take your knees in toward you, give yourself a good hug. And you can roll to one side. Pause there, resting your ear on your bicep. Give yourself a couple breaths here, tuning into the energy of gratitude for our practice and for our beautiful bodies and for it carrying us through life. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself up to a seat. Just like we started practice, we'll close in a seat. Finding a tall spine, a slight bow in of the chin, acknowledging the light and the teacher that is within you. Bringing our palms to touch. Taking these few moments with yourself and your breath, just noticing what you've cultivated. Find ease in your breath. And know that within you there is a stillness and inner sanctuary that you can retreat to at any time, where you can be completely yourself. It is always available to you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Thank you for your trust. From my heart to yours, namaste.